Have you ever been concerned about what's going on around your camper when you're not around? Or what may be happening when you're asleep? Well, let's find out what we did to solve that problem on today's quick tip. Okay, to start with, we travel quite a bit in our Airstream, as anyone who's tuned to this channel already knows. And with what I do for a living, sometimes I have to travel away from the camper, and Elisa is here by herself, and I'm always concerned about what's on the goings on around her when that occurs. So what we did is we invested in a security system so we could actively monitor what was going on around the camper, both when we're at camp and when we're away at camp, using our various types of internet connections. What I invested in, I mean, there's lots of different things out there, but what I invested in was the Blink system. And I invested in the Blink system because I actually felt it was pretty cost effective. The cameras themselves did a pretty good job of covering what I needed to cover. Plus, they had a really good mounting option that I liked, that I thought made creating this secure area around the Airstream very easy to accomplish. Let's walk through and see how that's done. Okay, what we'll do is we'll start over here and we'll kind of show you what we've got here on the front of the camper. And you'll see that they make these little, I call them cups. They're kind of just a mount. It comes with a 3M tape on the back, or 3M sticky on the back of it. And it gives you the ability to take these Blink cameras and just put them right there. And so they're very easy to mount. You can still take advantage of the different directional capabilities of the camera. And whenever you go to pack up for the day, all you have to do is take them off, and it's really easy to manage. And so what you'll notice is I've got these in a couple of different places. You can see as you get over here, I've got one on the back window, so you can see how that works. And again, you'll notice, let's just go around the corner real quick, and you'll notice that I've got one over on this window. So the question becomes, why the windows? And the reason I chose to do the windows is because in the event that I wanted to change my mind or wanted to remove these cups, or maybe one of the cups got damaged, it made it really easy to change out these without me having to worry about damaging my finish or causing any kind of scratches on that finish. Because cleaning that material off of the window is a lot easier than off the aluminum side of the camper. So now what's different a little bit is the doorbell. So I did want to go and do a doorbell camera as well. And let me take you over to where that is. You'll see this is a little bit different. It's kind of a different mount, and that's, when you see the camera, you'll see why that is. I'm going to try to do my best to do this with one hand here. So pardon for the little bit of shake. But what you'll see here is you're going to put this camera in, and then you're going to have this little face that you put over it. Let me put the camera down for a second, get that mounted, and show you what that looks like. As you can see, it mounts nicely. It's very easy to use, and now you have a doorbell. Again, it's a little bit away from my door. That's one thing I didn't quite like about this. But again, to go back to what I said earlier, I didn't want to mount anything to the aluminum itself. I wanted it to be on the glass. And to me, I think this is close enough to where it's still usable, and people can come, ring my doorbell if they'd like. Now for the last piece of the system, you have the controller component. And this is really small. That's another thing I liked about this system. And it's just a USB attachment. There are several areas that you can attach this that, be pretty easy to do. What I did with mine is I actually have a piece of Velcro, and I attached it inside a cabinet where I already had some USBs to power this. And so this module is already powered on as soon as I get stopped, in my location, and all I have to do is mount my cameras. Hopefully that's coming out well, but you can see kind of where I mounted this, and I leave it plugged in. You can kind of see it's just in my back cabinet, where in my Airstream, at least, that's where my office is. Anyway, that's it for today's tip. I hope that's helpful for anyone who's watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments. And for those of you who may be interested, we started a Patreon, and so I'll include that link in the description as well. And we'd love your support to continue to make this content. Everyone have a great day, and I hope you enjoy your time on the road.